Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Bonjour à tous. Bon dia. Welcome. Hamjambo. Welcome to day 3 of GNI for Africa. We hope you're enjoying these sessions as much as we are enjoying sharing these insights with you. Remember our hashtag GNI Africa, and do tag us at Google Africa and at Google News Init for initiative. Our speaker today is Gracia Odon, our Global Data and Audience Solutions Lead from Google, who will be discussing Google's News Consumer Insights Training. Welcome, Gracia.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining. My name is Gracia Odon. I'm a Global Audience Lead at Google, and I work on the News Consumer Insights program in EMEA. Today, I'll be walking you through what is NCI and how it can help you identify reader funnel opportunities that help you grow reader engagement and reader revenue. I plan to walk you through the tool and go through some example opportunities that the tool can surface. Hope that sounds good for you, and I'll start by speaking about where you can find the Google News Initiative tools that include NCI. So on the GNI site, we have 3 publisher tools absolutely free, helping you to turn data into actionable recommendations. These tools work with either version of Google Analytics Free or 360. So the first one, News Consumer Insights, the NCI tool, which is the highlight of today, is aimed to help news and magazine publishers grow loyalty and subscription overall. So more about that to come in a minute. The Real-Time Content Insights, RCI, helps newsrooms make better decisions for content creation and distribution strategies. The tool identifies in real time which articles are the most popular with your readers and what broader topics are trending in your region. You can then use it by having the tool up on a big screen in your newsroom, for example, and it will provide an engaging data visualization for your team. And then the News Tagging Guide. This allows publishers to maximize the revenue of analytics and optimize data collection. It's designed to simplify the technical implementation as NTG generates tags for you to copy and paste onto your site and unlock new audience insights from Google Analytics and other tools. We know Google Analytics is a powerful tool, and the News Tagging Guide can help it be customized for news and magazine publishers. And you can find these tools on the domain goo.gl/datatools. So I encourage you to bookmark that one. In 2018, then we launched News Consumer Insights to help news publishers make data-driven business decisions that increase profitability and fundamentally build deeper relationships with readers. Its methodology is easy to understand, as you'll see today, and it only requires to be linked with your Google Analytics account with no code changes. And we were delighted that NCI quickly amassed tens of thousands of visits across 129 countries and 2 award nominations from the International News Media Association and DigiDay. And since we've launched our tool, we've developed more than 600 partnerships with publishers all over the world. We've covered many topics like page speed, news acquisition strategies, recirculation, subscription, video, and many others. If you'd like to learn more about the work and what we've been doing, you can check out these case studies once again on the site google.org/data tools. So we'll get started with the NCI tool by firstly looking at the setup. When you go and open up the tool, you'll see that News Consumer Insights has been designed with simplicity in mind. The only thing that you'll need to use for the tool is an email address associated with your Google Analytics account. To get started, you can then authorize the tool to obtain access to your Google Analytics data by connecting your Google Analytics account at the top of the screen. And then in the settings indicated by that screw symbol, you can enter your average CPM or RPM to enable the tool to surface estimated ad revenue information in the recommendations. And then this enables you to see a proxy for revenue data. And selecting a goal here will enable reader revenue recommendations. And then selecting yes for subscription goal will enable subscription recommendations in the tool. And if you have Google Analytics 360 connected to Ad Manager, we'll populate your advertising revenue and average ad revenue per user throughout the tool to better inform value. But if you don't have Google Analytics 360, not to worry, you'll have the option to enter the average CPMs, RPMs per device to allow us to show estimated ad revenue and estimated average ad revenue per user. So the actionable recommendations page is the first section of optimization opportunities to go through in the tool. And this is how it looks like as you first access it. So the actionable recommendations tab, as you can see, is shown on the top left, indicated with the star symbol. And it's here you'll be able to have a quick overview of what should be optimized and what to do next without diving in too deep. In this way, this tab can serve as the daily overview, check-in of what's happening. And all the actionable recommendations are identified through our built-in decision engine that focuses on how to grow reader engagement and reader revenue, as well as capturing better data. So you'll first see your readers segmented through our NCI reader funnel across the last 30 days, shown by those purple, blue, and green tables that are scrolling down your screen at the moment, right at the top of the actionable recommendations. So casual readers are only 1 visit, loyal readers are classified between 2 and 14 visits, and brand lovers need to have at least 15 visits. And this funnel will repeat throughout a tool, and you can always hover your mouse over the tooltip assigned to each reader segment to see the definition. So looking a little deeper into the funnel from that page, you'll see how much each audience segment is contributing to your site in terms of page views and ad revenue. And as we showed you in the settings, ad revenue data is auto-populated if you have Ad Manager 360 and J360 linked. If you don't, you can add in your own CPM into the settings to show you a destination goal for revenue data impact. So let's take a look at our first top line insights card for this publisher. 20% of this publisher's audience drives 80% of page views and 85% of ad revenue. And NCI has combined your loyal and brand users' information percentages into the statistics. This top line insight card tells us that this publisher should focus on strategies and tactics that drive casual readers down the funnel to increase engagement and revenue. In this scenario, it's a priority to get more users to be loyal and brand, since these users drive the most revenue for your site. So the main question is, how can we increase high engagement readers to be loyal and brand lovers? Now, what's great about the tool is that NCI's decision engine delivers personalized recommendations based on the publisher's Google Analytics data to help improve reader engagement, reader revenue, and capture better data. We can see the NCI recommendations populated for this publisher. And as you can see, NCI has pulled out a list of 8 recommendations, they're highlighted in that green circle, to improve reader engagement for this publisher. These recommendations are grouped by how to have more visits and how to have longer visits. Clicking into one of the NCI recommendations shown here, like newsletter, is what I'm doing. In this view, we'll call up a virtual card which includes a ranked list of specific actionable optimizations, a visual illustrating these optimizations, and then a learn more button redirecting users to a specific NCI playbook chapter that provide additional best practices. And scrolling down, you'll notice our other personalized recommendations that will help you grow your reader revenue and capture better data. The actionable recommendations also provide guidance around better data which relate to your tagging setup. But for these recommendations to work, you will need to enable the news tagging guide feature, which relates to the news tagging guide we mentioned at the beginning, and where you can download that from the GNI tools, again from the link goo.gl/datatools. Next, I like to cover the reader engagement section of the tool. We all know how important reader engagement is. Engaging content in any format drives the growth of both audience and business. And without engaging content, readers disappear, right? So attention is such a valuable commodity, and this section of the NCI tool addresses this need. You'll see reader engagement is shown on the top left, indicated with a profile symbol. As you look into reader engagement, you'll see that this page gives you access to specific insights on your readers' engagement performance by deep diving on the metrics that inform visit depth and visit frequency. Similar to the actionable recommendations part, the reader engagement tab shows an overview section that is broken down by casual, loyal, and brand lovers. And when you hover over the data in the reader persona section, NCI highlights data that should be compared across reader types. NCI pulls out also the top line highlights based on the data that is summarized. For example, for this publisher, NCI calls out that the ad revenue per user for brand lovers is 98 times higher on average than for casual readers. And you can then see the visits per reader, average visit length, pages per visit, average scroll depth, and total pages per user. Basically, a lot of information here that you can use to improve your user engagement. Just below the overview, you'll see a section that calls out sharing on social media. This shows you how frequently your users share articles from your site, either via social media, messages, and other channels. This is quite a good opportunity here to measure success, as naturally you'd want your users to be regularly sharing your content on social media and measuring how this is going. If your sharing rate is low, you might see a top line insight as a recommendation, which I just highlighted in the bottom left there, and additionally on your recommendations tab to improve social sharing. Moving on then to the bubble chart part of the report. Traffic sources are also a key area of optimization. So we've created segmentation to help you identify the best performing ones. And these are organized by the percent of traffic and pages read per user, or estimated ad revenue per user if we have access to ad revenue. You can see where your most frequent traffic sources come from and where your most valuable traffic sources come from. And NCI will also pull out a top line insight based on the data in this chart with actionable recommendations for next step to get the most value out of our traffic sources. If you don't have revenue data linked, this section still populates. The y-axis just uses page views per reader instead of ad revenue per user, so you can still get insights on valuable traffic sources. Just below the traffic source table, then you'll see a card that references your page speed visualized by type of dial graphic. This data is from Google Analytics and rates your page speed for mobile users. So having a fast page is super important so that your casual readers don't exit a page before it even loads. It's worthwhile remembering that they are the less patient of your users, as they don't know your brand, right? And this top line insight also references any improvements you can make around page speed and your recommendations page goes into more depth of where you can make improvements. This part also links to our Lighthouse tool, which is a web developer tool for better page speed insights to more understand how you can improve the quality of your web pages. So I recommend checking out that Lighthouse tool as well. The next section helps you to put your site's data into context compared to other news organizations. And we've aggregated Google Analytics data from thousands of news organizations to create industry benchmarks for key engagement metrics. What's also valuable is that even if you're not a news site, the data is still helpful to see how you can compare to other online publishers. The first chart focuses on insights across your loyal readers and brand lovers. And then scrolling down in the tool below this table, you'll see that NCI provides an identical chart which analyzes your casual readers. You'll see that for both charts, you can switch between overall performance, mobile and desktop and tablet. And in each section, you'll notice what's called the reader engagement score, which helps you assess user engagement performance overall by mobile, then also for desktop and tablet. And we created a custom metric called the Reader Engagement Score, or RES, which serves as a reference point so you can easily identify performance gaps as compared to our NCI benchmarks. The components of each score are listed out in the mobile and desktop and table sections. And if you'd like to know the methodology behind this, you can view this in the accompanying playbook. But first, let's take a little bit more, we'll talk a little bit more about what goes into that calculated metric by clicking on the mobile device. And digging deeper into this mobile view, you'll find the reader engagement score is used, which is a custom metric, again, RES, in News Consumer Insights. And it's built to help you understand how much readers engage with your content compared to other news organizations. And this reader engagement score consists of four user metrics per audience segment measured over the last 30 days. And these components are visits per reader, pages read per visit, visit length, and then the total pages read per user. And this score is also explained in the playbook linked to the tool, so you don't need to remember all of this detail. Next, I'd like to cover the reader revenue section of the tool. COVID has definitely expedited digital as the future, and I was reading one stat from MPP Global Solutions that 50% of publishers see reader revenue as being their primary source of income this year. While it's not every publisher's current model, it's certainly interesting to also see in the section opportunities how you can start to think about this through NCI. Reader revenue is shown on the top left, indicated with a dollar symbol. And in the reader revenue section, you'll be able to get insights about your users around advertising revenue and average ad revenue per user. Also seen are insights around which traffic source and which device are bringing on more converters for the goal that you select. To get insights on this section, you will need to select a Google Analytics goal in your settings tab. And this could be any type of goal that allows you to track what you define as a conversion on your site, such as a new subscription, new contribution, donation, click on an affiliate link, newsletter sign up, ad block, whitelisted. Could also be a pure reader engagement goal, like users who have read more than 5 articles or 5 videos, for example. If you don't have any goals implemented yet and you wish to see our reader revenue recommendations, we'll give you an option to populate these in the actionable recommendations tab. So once you select your goal, we'll provide insights on that goal. And these insights are primarily focused on a conversion rate optimization approach. The goal of this report is to allow you to quickly identify where you should focus your resources in order to grow traffic sources that have an above average conversion rate and improve the conversion performance on the ones that are driving the most volume of conversions. We'll walk through each component of this tab in more detail to explain a little bit more about that. Once you've set your goal, NCI populates with your conversion rate metrics. The first section of this report will highlight the average profile of your converters using the same logic that we saw before for casual, loyal, and brand lovers. But for the users that converted on this goal, you'll see average reader persona information like demographics, device, traffic source, and then the average user engagement levels, which are like visits per reader, pages per visit, and others. You can then compare your converters profile with your casual, loyal, and brand lovers to better identify which group is converting the most. Once again, your top line insight card in the left column pulls out overall metrics to help you gain a high level overview of conversions. If you go down the page, you'll start seeing our conversion rate analysis starting with total conversions, your conversion rates, and breakdowns by desktop, tablet, and mobile. And this information is so important as it can help you understand where your conversions are coming from at a very high level and what might be worth investing in. In this example, for instance, mobile conversion rate is 7 times that of desktop conversion rate. And this means we might want to invest a bit more in our desktop landing page. And then let's look at the chart below this section, because this will help us understand what traffic sources our converters are coming from. And the chart breaks down total completions in the green bars compared with conversion rate, the red line. If you hover over the chart with your mouse, you'll see the absolute numbers and percentages for that traffic source also. So example, for this partner, it's clear that affiliates have by far the highest conversion rate as the red line peaks for this source, but they aren't a huge number of our total conversions. We might want to invest a bit more in our affiliate programs to reach more of our goals. And organic search here also performs really well with the highest total number of conversions and a high conversion rate, which indicates that we should continue focusing on our landing pages from search. Further down the chart below the same section, you'll have a more granular view of your performance metrics as we've segmented your readers per device, traffic source, and reader type. And this report will help you better understand which specific audiences are overperforming or underperforming. Again, the top line insight card on the left provides you with guidance on what you should do with this data. You can use then the drop downs to filter by device, reader type, traffic, or paywall, and also scroll through more pages of data by clicking the arrows on the bottom right corner. So in this final part, you'll notice we've introduced the concept of market research via Google surveys. And this shows a sample survey question that you could ask users to better understand why or why not that they convert. And using surveys then can help you to provide context and to get ideas from your users for your future business decisions. Then the last part of the NCI tool, I'm really happy to walk you through our Video Insights tab, which was only recently added to the tool in the last the year or so. And they are shown on the left, indicated with a video player symbol. And this section of the tool, it does require the news tagging guide Video Insights component, which we mentioned at the beginning. And this will allow you to transfer your video player's data to Google Analytics for the tool to analyze in News Consumer Insights all your information. And all this can be found in the playbook settings section. The NTG video tags have been built for the most used video players from the news industry. So like Brightcove, Envato, JW Player, Video.js, YouTube iframe, YT, PFP, Vimeo, and HTML5 Classic. Quite a few there, and the playbook lists them all there as well. And once the video consumption data is available from whatever video player you're using, you'll be able to analyze how your audience segments interacts. So your audience segments, how it interacts with your videos, video starts, videos completed, average watch time, and overall video recirculation. And similar to the reader revenue tab, if you don't have the news tagging guide video tags implemented yet, and you wish to see recommendations to optimize video consumption on your site will give you an option to populate these in the Actionable Recommendations tab. The Video Insights page can be best described as a video framework which focuses on highlighting the insights that will allow you to maximize video starts and video completions, which are critical to grow reader loyalty and ad revenue. And you'll see the level of video content consumption for your casual loyal readers and brand lovers, and identify very quickly which audience is driving most of the video starts. You'll see in the first highlighted section of the percent of total readers, video users and video starts. And in the next section, you can view the average watch time, completion rate, and total videos watched per user. In those line graphs, you're able to hover on the lines to see the percent of videos watched during the watch time. And looking at the top line insight of your video consumption and average watch time, NCI has found that loyal readers and brand lovers represent 56% of video consumption and watch 50% of your videos. In the section below, you're able to identify the impact of video content, users who have clicked to play and seen an autoplay, that is, on reader engagement by comparing the visit depth, which is the average visit length and pages per user, and then also visit frequency, the visits per readers of your video users versus your non-video users. So there's a lot of kind of explanation there, but as you go through the tool, you'll see that information as you're viewing your own results. And you can see here that you're able to see users who have seen an autoplay video, users who have clicked start on a video, and also users who haven't started a video as well. And when we click into the mobile tab, we can see that autoplay videos are having a positive impact on mobile visits. This might prompt you to edit your video strategy, or to have autoplay videos on mobile and click to start videos on desktop, tablet perhaps. We have then a how to get my readers to start more videos section, providing insights into understanding how you can get readers to start more videos. And then we've identified 4 different optimization areas that will help you get there. And these are optimizing your video player presence, optimizing your video player location, your video player start type, and then also your video content recirculation. Each area is also broken down by desktop and tablet to help you understand how to optimize across devices. For example, here, as you can see here, only 10% of site readers have started a video on this site, but this might be due to the fact that only a very small percentage of the readers, about 10% also on mobile, are seeing a player load across their visit. It's now time to get your users to complete more videos. And as we saw in the last slide, it seems that that's needed in this example. And it's crucial to note, as the more videos completed, the more mid-roll and post-roll ad inventory. So you also increase your chances to get your readers to consume the next video with video recirculation techniques such as next video autoplay or a snippet of related videos. And then you'll see insights and recommendations to help you achieve that, which can be found in the detailed completion rate per device with the video drop-off graph and traffic source. These insights enable you to understand which audiences drive video completions and optimize your video content and audience development strategy. And that's it, we're done. So thanks for your time in enabling me to demonstrate this tool to you. I recommend visiting our site to test the tools and start getting insights from them yourself. The site to remember is goo.gl/datatools to check on your own personalized NCI recommendations today. So that's all from me then. Thank you again, and hope you enjoy the tools.
Thank you, Gracia, for that incredibly useful session. Gracia is now going to present some case studies of publishers who have used news consumer insights. She's also kindly agreed to respond to some of your questions by email following this event. So please do note her email address, which will be shared in the chat panel, and you can email her all the questions you have regarding this session. Over to you, Gracia.
Great, thanks, Dorothy, and thanks to you all for following me along as I presented the NCI tool there. I hope you're now looking forward to trying out this tool for your own organisation. I'm going to now use the time to tell you about 3 case studies, as Dorothy was mentioning, of how organisations like yourself were able to use the NCI insights to achieve great results. And these examples will be about improving newsletter sign-ups, page views, and subscriptions. So starting with RAL. RAL are the first example. RAL TV is an NBC affiliated television station licensed to Raleigh, North Carolina in the US. It is the flagship station of the Capital Broadcasting Company, and RAL.com reaches an average of over 6 million unique visitors each month across our sites and apps, generating an average of 80 million monthly page views. So just a little bit of background there for the context of RAL. So RAL offered newsletters to their readers, but they did not view them as a way to grow their business. And also the value of these users receiving newsletters wasn't that clear. So using the NCI tool, they could then be able to see that newsletter subscribers were actually their most engaged readers. These readers, they sort of visited the site more frequently, and they read more articles per visit, meaning they also generated more potential advertising revenue than other readers. So being able to see the real value of these users meant they were able to justify the time to implement specific newsletter strategies to grow these. And some of these actions they decided to take on the back of those insights were about adding in a sign-up box on key interaction areas. They then also looked at simplifying the newsletter sign-up process. Of course, you can sometimes lose users if that process is complicated. So looking at simplifying that process was the second action they took. And then finally, they customized newsletter prompts based on user interests. So all those strategies that they took meant that RAL then saw a 15% increase in newsletter subscriptions over 12 months. And this has encouraged RAL to continue optimizing their newsletter delivery. So I hope that gives you some ideas there. The second one then of looking at page views comes from Clicks. And Clicks.ba is the most visited news website in Bosnia and Herzegovina. It was founded in 2000 as Sarajevo X.com and changed its name to Clicks in 2012. Every day it publishes articles and news from Bosnia and Herzegovina around the world. And just to give you a little bit of background, so set the context of how they used NCI. The site is owned by a local company called Intersoft from Sarajevo, which was founded by 2 high school students in 2000. And now Clicks has more than 3 million unique visitors and about 120,000 active users. And I believe that's grown since that last stat was taken as well. So Clicks wanted to use the NCI framework to identify addressable growth opportunities to engage with readers. So they analysed their audience performance using the user value score, which, if you remember, I mentioned that going through the tool. And they also looked at the industry benchmarks in the NCI report. They realised then that they need to focus on driving more frequent and longer visits to their site by optimising their website experience with a particular focus on readers from organic search and newsletters. So to do this, Clicks decided to conduct A/B testing across the site to maximise the user experience. Now, after using the framework and correctly implementing the recommendations, which were around structured data, page speed, push notifications, and UX improvements, so there was quite a few they saw from the recommendations in the tool. They then saw improvements in actually just 30 days, and they were able to see that their page views grew by 38%. And this, alongside other increases in traffic, saw a programmatic revenue growth acceleration of 72% and an uplift of ad requests of 54%. So it's quite amazing the results of that from just using the tool, to have quite a simple
goal of identifying addressable growth opportunities to engage with readers, which is quite a broad goal, but led to all these kind of fantastic results. And then the final case study that I wanted to walk you through was comes from Lee Enterprises, and they're based in Davenport, Iowa, and they're a news conglomerate that own St. Louis Post-Dispatch, and they're a leading provider of local news information and advertising in primarily mid-sized markets. And again, to give you a bit of context about Lee, they have 46 daily newspapers and a joint interest in 2 others, along with a rapidly growing digital product and nearly 300 specialty publications in 21 states. And then for some of the figures, Lee's newspapers have a circulation of 0.9 million daily and 1.4 million on Sunday, reaching more than 3 million readers daily. And their digital sites attract more than 25 million unique visitors monthly. So, a size like that, they wanted to use the NCI tool to gain more insights into their readers and to understand if there are better opportunities to increase the number of paying consumers on their site. So Lee used NCI to optimize their conversion funnel by making subscribing easier. They then set up measurement and tracking in Google Analytics, aligning the specific goals and events. They also then identified effective value propositions for subscribers by using house ads that directly asked the users what were they willing to pay, amongst other questions. So having that dialogue directly through the use of house ads is really interesting to specifically, increase their own readership. And they also then ran the free house promotional ads targeting Google Analytics potential subscriber segments. And this also shows the benefit here of using NCI to optimize the integration that's available between Google Analytics 360 and Google Ad Manager 360, if that's applicable to your organization. So from that, Lee saw a 150% increase in page views to their subscriber pages and saw new digital subscription purchases triple month over month. And based on the results on St. Louis Post-Dispatch, they rolled out similar campaigns across the rest of their news properties. So I hope all that gives you a sense of the value of the news and consumer insights tools and insights. And they're just a few of the many that we have on the site. If you go to google.com/data tools, again, you'll see them all. So thanks for your time. As Dorothy said, you'll find my email. Please email if you've got any questions. I'll be delighted to get back to you. So I'll hand back to Dorothy now. Thank you.
Thank you, Gracia. Thank you, Gracia, for that incredible session on those case studies and how important it is to use the news consumer insights to be able to increase reader revenue and engage our readers more. I hope you found that as meaningful as I did, and we hope you will be able to send all your questions to Gracia on the email that she shared. We'll be back tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. East African Time for the News Lab workshop led by Ken Kiunga, who is the Google News Lab Teaching Fellow and who will take us through some of the programs, the News Lab's programs, digital skills training for journalists. We know that this is an incredibly popular workshop in Africa, and so we look forward to seeing you there. Goodbye for now and have a wonderful day.